Okay, so we starting off with a blackout. Let me try something else then. Morning, y'all. My bad. It did an automatic come on this time. Hope everybody having a good Saturday morning. Give me a second. Oh yeah, that storm here, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising to all. Somebody's on the hamster wheel. Somebody's on the hamster wheel early this morning. Somebody with the business, man. Okay, y'all. Let's go and get started. Thank you for tuning in this morning. These messages may or may not resonate with you. Those who do, please keep them. And if they do not, please let them go. These are past, present, and later messages. Thank you, Leah. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. These are general messages, so don't make any rational decisions about a general message. Okay? If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you. I like how you said that, Leah. Hey, Chicago. Okay, y'all. There's some, I was trying to pull certain cards out, but then the light went out. And then I didn't even match the start button. I forgot I had it on a timer, though. I have it on a timer. Somebody really got something to say to you, but they haven't been trying to talk to you. Because they don't know if they feel like they was wrong, or they know they was wrong and they don't know how to talk, because it says, I'm aware that I've caused a lot of chaos and drama in your life. See, somebody knows. Somebody trying to talk to you, I'm telling you. Somebody said they know that they have caused a lot of chaos and drama of some type in your life. So, maybe somebody needs to apologize. They want to apologize. They don't know if you're going to take the apology. They don't know how you will feel about the apology. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah. Somebody wants to come in and speak with you, but they don't know what to say to you. They don't know how to apologize, because somebody know they was wrong, but again, they may not know how to put the words. But we're finna see. Let's see. So this feels like it might be 3 different energies. You got someone that's being genuine. You got someone that's very, very arrogant. Yep. And then you got, I don't know. You got somebody feel like nothing's going to ever change because you're the one. Ooh, you got a lot going on this morning, Virgo. You got a lot of feelings in the air. A lot of people got something to say. This person could be in your family. Says, I'm striving to be a better version of myself. Okay. Okay, this could be one of your kids. Okay, woke up different. All right. Let's see what we got, y'all. Told you somebody trying to talk to you. It just, my speak on cards just was everywhere. Like, Cyrus. But before we even do any of that, okay. Now we got another person who is somebody's settling. Somebody don't know, hey Deborah, somebody don't know something, somewhere, something, okay? You got you got about 4 people here that wants to reconciliate. Somebody wants to fix the situation. Somebody doesn't want you to be, somebody doesn't want to have, somebody's confused about what to say to you, and somebody don't want to be. It's like somebody don't want to, they don't want to not talk to you. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. Somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody miss talking to you. They want to communicate with you. And you got somebody who really does desire you. I just saw desire. Somebody thought what they did was a smooth idea, but somebody had to come see. Somebody being brought back down to earth. Somebody was a little bit higher than they really were, okay, or than they really are. Somebody says, I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. I know y'all better not be blaming yourself. Some of y'all are blaming yourself, though. So let's go on now that everything's back the way it's supposed to be. Because they just feel all crazy like Somebody got some very, very, very scattered energy. Very scattered. And they don't know which way. Somebody don't know how to talk to you. That's what I was trying to say. Somebody does not know what to say. Or, yeah. They don't know what to say. They want to talk to you, though. Somebody does want to talk to you. Okay? But they're in a bunch of toxic ties. This could be a very toxic person. I'm not quite sure. You know, somebody's always used to having their way, or they do it their way, and this time their way hurt the wrong person. But it seemed like they didn't care. So we got, and this person is in denial. Whoever they are, they're in denial. So before I even jump on off up into this, I'm going to say our prayer. Because somebody, let me tell you something. Again, decision. Now it's funny because look, you got this indecisive and settling. This card didn't even belong in this deck, but it made sure to show me that someone is either at a crossroad. Hey, Maria. Somebody's either at a crossroad, okay? We're at a crossroad, and they're back at that crossroad. You see what I'm saying? This is what happened at the beginning, and now they're back at that same situation. And unfortunately, they're losing their self. Yeah, they're losing their self. So I'm just trying to shuffle these cards, and yeah. See, whoever this is, they feel something or some type of way. Somebody was going up in the money. I don't know. It's just a lot of messages. Okay. All right, y'all. Before we even get started and I touch any of that, I already see, and I'm pretty sure you see it too. Hey, Infinity. That this energy right here, this shit here is everywhere. That's why you got two of them. Somebody's very, very confused. This energy right here, this is too many ways to go. Hey, friend, too many ways to go. How can you have too many ways to go? And you can't go all the ways. Somebody picked a lot of ways. Somebody picked a lot of people. Somebody had a lot of fun. I don't know, but it looked like the money was going up for them. Now, it don't look like the money doing that, because it says slow and steady wins the race. It says this is not good. Excuse me. This is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to every detail. Be very, very careful not to get involved with a get-rich-quick scheme, because that scheme is going to blow up in your face. That's what this card says. It's like something about the stock market. Stock market look like it's going up. Okay. Somebody's going to try to get you to do some type of stocks. Somebody will try to get you some, what is that shit called? Spirit, please give me a message. Please give me a message for this morning. Okay. We got two. All right. The bottom of the deck, we got be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid. Do not be discouraged. The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. This is Joshua, verse 1, chapter 9. So somebody's birthday could be January the 9th. Somebody's name could be Joshua. Oh, I don't know that in your state. You got to ask Google. It says God always gives the best to those who leave the choice to him. So that's what whoever this is, I don't know. I was supposed this the last one is a serious one. Somebody's name is Jim and Elliot. So whatever this is, somebody really has to make a decision and they need to choose. They need to let God choose. I help you when we get our friend. And it says you are afraid to make a mistake. So you won't commit either way. So somebody needs to make a choice. It's a choice that they were supposed to go. Okay? But they're afraid. They don't want to step into reality. I don't know what reality may be for whoever this is, but somebody does not want to do reality. But see, God is stepping in and saying, listen, I got your back. Either way it go, just allow me. Somebody need to fully be praying and using their intuition. But here we go in the other one. It says your soul is telling you you're going the wrong way. Somebody's soul is telling, somebody's spirit is saying, baby, look, listen, you need to choose this. You need to do it a different way. That's why this energy all over this damn table is so scattered. Now it's starting to make sense. Okay. It says your soul is telling you you're going the wrong way. Give yourself time and space to evolve and discover a true path. You're avoiding the wrong one. What needs to be done because it feels too difficult. So somebody's avoiding somebody. Yeah. And God is saying you need to pray. They need to pray so the situation can come back together. But since somebody must have made a wrong decision, or at least that's what they feel like they did, okay? And on this card, you see how many ways it is to go? It's 4. And over here, it's 4. So whoever this is, God is telling them, even though you went the wrong way, I still got you. I'm still there with you. Just give it to me. Be strong, be courageous. You don't have to be afraid to call on to me. Somebody's very much discouraged. Somebody's scared. And somebody's settling because they don't know how to, either somebody don't know how to pray. Somebody don't understand that God is always with them. Somebody name start with a J. That's what I'm getting. Joshua and Jim. Yeah. I just heard Jim Jones. Jim Jones. That's JJ too. Jim Jones. Hey, Zach. Jim Jones. Okay. So whatever it is, this person know they have caused chaos and pain in your life. At least that's what they think if they have not. Okay. So, and again, this person could be in your family. All right. So nothing's ever gonna change my love for you because you are the one. Okay. Now that doesn't necessarily have to be in a full-blooded relationship with somebody. This could be like somebody who likes you or admires you. Okay. Let's get on this. There's somebody in your family, though. I will tell you that. Okay. And apparently, either or, whatever this one is, it's about your kids. So let's get this prayer started. Somebody losing themselves, and they're in for very much denial that they're losing themselves. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it is or who it is, but somebody is nervous. I'm telling you, my head has been itching since last night. I took a Tylenol. I was going to come do this reading last night. I had been trying to set this reading since I talked to y'all earlier yesterday at my first job. When I got to my second job, I just got so exhausted. And it was funny because when I left her, I was tired. And then when I got in my car, everything I got my energy back. So I knew that unfortunately, she was draining me. You feel me? She was draining my energy. So I said, okay. But I liked her. She kept telling me the same story. She was 92 years old. She was going to be 93 this year. And that's beautiful. So that means that somebody's either 29 or 39 that's going through this. Okay? Somebody could have been born in 92 or 93. Her birthday was October the 14th. So somebody could be, birthday could be 10/14. Somebody could be a Libra. Or this is a justice that's going to take place for you. All right. Now we have the first one. So I'm gonna have to break this code. Hold on, we're gonna put that one right there. All right, we got one right here and one right there. So we have your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. I have taken an oath and confirmed it that will follow you. That I will follow your righteous laws. Psalms 119 to 105, verse 105 and 106. So somebody is praying. Somebody is praying. Somebody's praying to God because they losing themselves. Yeah. They losing themselves. And again, this could be your child. And this the second one. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so this is the second one. All right, this one may be connected to this one. Hold on. Because it says at the bottom of here, it says you feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself. You have your own life to live. See, one of your kids have been, I keep telling y'all, I told y'all this yesterday. One of your kids, you may have a daughter and two sons. Somebody's birthday is here. My baby birthday is Tuesday. And my baby birthday was Monday. My baby birthday was the blood moon. And my baby birthday is Tuesday. And my baby birthday on the 23rd. Interesting. But mine's 2 girls and a boy. But some of y'all may have 2 boys and a girl though. And mine's a kids. So something you finna find out at a kid's birthday party. Yeah. Maybe one of your sons or your daughters losing themselves in a partner, or may have lost themselves in a partner. Okay. We got them Aries and Pisces, Maria. Yeah. But that's a lot of you having to use your intuition. So if they are close to you, hey, big Virgo, if they're close to you, you understand what I'm saying? Like that's real close. Child and mother, yeah. Your intuition. You know, a mama always telling you something she feel like is right, or something that happened in her past, so that you can see it in your current situation. Oh Lord. Hold on, we got another message. That card just slid on the floor. It says, this was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. Okay. No. Maria, mine's have 2. My mom passed 2. But the point that I'm making with it is that there's a lesson that your mother taught you, okay? And one of your daughters or your sons is going through it right now. Somewhere along the way, somebody did not listen. That's what this is saying. Because it was funny that when I said that to you, the card fell out that says, it's a hard lesson that I needed to learn. This could have been you. Y'all could have been needing to learn this lesson. because the situation was out of control. But it's not. This is in the reverse. This is one of your children that is learning it, because it also says, I'm striving to be a better version of myself. So this could be you. But let me read the prayer. It says, prayer crowns God. Prayer crowns God with your honor and glory due to his name. The crowns of God, God crowns the prayer and assures and comfort. So the prayers of souls that are most assured souls. Thomas Brooks. Somebody could be named Brooke. Somebody could be named Thomas. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Matthew 21:22. 222. So my name is Matthew. Somebody's praying. Somebody's been through something, okay? They've been through something, and there's a lesson within this. So what this is telling you, Maria, is that your mother is talking to you from the other side, okay? And something your youngest daughter you need to see, okay? None of these look like the children are close. You see what I'm saying? That means either you and your mom wasn't close, or you and your dad wasn't close, but something is supposed to bring you all together. Something or someone or some situation. Yeah. Because somewhere along the way, it was something about money, maybe some type of jewelry, okay? Something was going up, up, up. Maybe the kid had some money. Maybe the kid bought some jewelry. But if you look right here, she's taking this. I told y'all about this in a short. Somebody gave somebody some jewelry. Either it could have been a long time ago. It could have been recently. It could have been like years ago. A bracelet, an ankle bracelet, a necklace, a ring, I don't know, but whatever that was, she decided to take it off and put it back in the box. And now she's looking at herself in the mirror. She's remembering, she's thinking about how she felt while she had it on. So it says you're going to wake up different. Energy is being shifted. Done tolerating shit. Silent treatment over. Silent strength is taking place. Whoever gave you whatever jewelry, even if it was like somebody gave you a crystal, anoint that crystal. You see what I'm saying? Pray over it. Get you some holy water. Pray over, get you a little thing, a bowl of water. Okay? Pray over that water. You can make the water holy. You understand what I'm saying? But somebody was in denial about a family. Somebody was in deep denial that somebody had a family. Somebody didn't know, okay? Somebody's in denial about it though. When they found out, they see whoever they was with or whoever they are with, somebody has a family, and this person was in denial. Whoever the person was, they gave you something to keep you close to them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Spirit is telling you. Because whoever this person is that had this family, this person, whoever this is that had this family. Hey, Miguel. That person, that person wants to reconciliate. Whoever this is that had a family, maybe they went off and made a family. Maybe they had a family and they're fucking with you and then tell you. Because it says healing the inner child can unlock the path to financial abundance. Careers like caregiving, teaching. Yeah, see, some of y'all might be in the medical field. Some of y'all could be teachers. You don't got to have no teacher thing to be a teacher. You're a parent, so you're a teacher. You know what I mean? You teach your kids certain stuff. You care for people. You could be care for someone elderly. You don't have to work in a facility to do that. You could be caring for an elderly parent. You could have been caring for an elderly mother or something and someone like that. But someone has a family and they didn't tell you. They just was diddle-dallying with you. They didn't tell it to you. But whoever it is, they want to come back and reconciliate. And they still not going to tell you they got a family. Somebody's keeping it to themselves. Okay? But in the breath of that, they see you got some type of money or it's some easy money. Getting with you is easy. You see what I'm saying? Because now your worth, this is a two-way card. Your worth has went up. You understand what I'm saying? To you, you're valuing yourself more. See, whoever this is now learning that slow and steady wins the race, not fast and go. You feel me? See, somebody had some type of money and it was up there. They was doing the. And now it says this is not a good time to rush. Pay attention to the details. Be careful not to get yourself involved with a get rich quick scheme. Somebody's trying to come in. Excuse me, y'all. Somebody's trying to come in. Somebody's trying to come in and they're going to try to tell you something or get you to do something. Hey, Michael. Somebody's going to try to get you to do something. Because you know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to try to play like they on the value you want. Okay? So now you have 3 stories, Virgo. Somebody's putting some type of spell on you so they can get your money. That's what this is saying. Okay? Somebody had some type of spell on you because it was the wrong way. And you were in denial. Hold on. You were in denial about it. See, somebody was there because the money was good. Somebody was acting like everything was okay, knowing they wasn't going to do shit for you, whoever this is. So they might have got you something. Sound like it was good type energy. But we're going to go through this one too. So hold on. And all that did was cause you a setback. That's all that this did. Okay? Somebody was trying to slow down what you were doing with your purpose. Somebody didn't want you to do it. Why? Why they didn't want you to do it? Because they didn't like your spirituality. And they weren't spiritual. No. Somebody, look, see? Somebody trying to block you. They didn't want you to unlock your doors. Somebody wanted to move too fast. Yeah, whoever this is, and again, could be your kids, could be somebody else. But whoever it is, they didn't make the right decision. They started talking through these cards. It says, I'm only here for the kids. I told you. Child, whoever this is, they just ready, steady wrapping up at the damn mouth. They didn't give me a chance to put this together. Okay, so, we got a few things. So hold on. Few people running their mouth off of the, okay? Somebody's trying to speak to God in the same breath. Oh, gotcha, Maria. Okay. All right. So the first one is, I am aware that I have caused a lot in your life. Okay. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, another Virgo, and a Gemini. All right. So let's start right there. Confirmation. So the second situation is, it's nothing's ever going to change my love for you because you are the one. Sagittarius, this is a Capricorn Aquarius speaking to you. So, okay. So, The last one is that your family feels, either you feel like the fool and you left your family, or your family made you feel like the fool and you still left your family. Because it says harmony and support in your family relationships provide solid foundation in your life. You feel safe and happy there. Okay. So you could be in this Queen of Wands energy, or you could be dealing with an Aries, or something went on in Aries season. Okay. Aries season is coming up on the, I think on the 21st, because my son's on the 23rd. That's the cusp. That's one of the days of the cusp. So Pisces season leaves on March the 21st. All right. So, okay. Something could have went on with your family. Y'all could have been getting along. Okay. On the Aquarius season. But you also, I'm seeing like an Aries left. Okay. I'm seeing like maybe an Aries left and an Aquarius. See, a Capricorn, Aquarius, and an Aries and a Cancer. All right, so you may have these as your family. You may have a Capricorn, an Aquarius, an Aries, and a Cancer in your family, or this may be friends, or close, not necessarily family. You can, how you adopt a fam type energy. Confirmation. So these could be like friends of the family. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have someone that does, somebody know they caused a lot of chaos. Okay, between you and them. This could be your child. Okay, that was the first card that came out in this prayer. Okay, but also there's a situation that either, hey Phyllis, that either your children, okay, they love you. Okay. One of them knows, maybe this is a situation with you and a child's father with parenthood, but hold tight. Let's see. Okay, let's see. It says be strong. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna go with. Since I'm gonna take it how it fell out. Okay, it says I'm aware that I have caused a lot of chaos and pain in your life. Okay. Your child could be a Libra or a Libra Scorpio. Okay. Or a Capricorn, Leo, and or a Gemini. Okay. All right. So one of your kids has a birthday party coming up. Okay. This doesn't seem like that particular kid. Now, this is in essence is that there's a transformation going on with one of your children. Maybe some type of ego death. Okay. In essence of your child could be determining to kind of fix the situation. They're trying to free themselves from whatever this is. Child ego. This child is in devil energy. Okay. Now I have seen in the last couple days of the readings. Pay attention to what I'm finna say. Your exes, okay, the ones that you are not communicating with, please hear me out. Your exes. The spirit that's on those people or how they treated you. If you have sons, your sons are starting to treat you like your exes. So that you can see. This is why it said, that message said, somebody's ex did not want them to do readings. Somebody's ex, see, with spiritual in the reverse, somebody don't like that. Somebody's ex didn't want that, or somebody's child don't like that. Okay, because in the essence, the message said, hold on. The message said, I am right here. This is a hard lesson. I need to learn it. I was out of control. So one of your kids is telling you they out of control. They don't know which way to do. Somebody's child don't know how to talk to them, maybe communicate with them, or this person is very, very childish. Or again, this could be your baby daddy. I know that's when they talking to you, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah. So again, you all may not be communicating. Your kid could have left, could be very rebellious, okay? Not wanting to hear what you have to say. Not even, probably y'all might not even be communicating right now, okay? And again, like I said yesterday, in yesterday's reading, I'm said today, I said again in today's reading, somewhere along the way, somebody's kid caused them a setback, okay? Mm-hmm. So in this essence, this could be how you and your relationships used to be or is if you're in the same scenario. Some of you all are in relationships where you're trying to decide whether to stay or go. Some of you all are in different relationships whether or not you're deciding to just I don't want to I don't want to meet nobody else because I can't trust nobody energy. I don't know which way to take if somebody's lying to me or mm, mm, okay. So now God is telling you to take a step. Have the courage and the faith to not be afraid to move on. Some of y'all are in a relationship and you really need to move on. There is a hey Tammy, there is a tower moment coming. Okay. Now some of y'all already got the hell on, or the ex got the hell on. Okay. And that's why family is in the reverse, because y'all are no longer living together. Now, on the flip side, there is an ex that made a family with somebody else when he got him a new beginning and a new baby. And he thought that shit was going to be good. Mighty got it. Or she. Okay. And that shit is not going that way, because now this person is only here for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So, in the process of being with this person, you could have lost yourself trying to make so much be right there. You see what I'm saying? Not right there, but so much you were trying to make right. Like you're trying to be on the right path. You were trying to do the right things. Everything was you were trying to do right and ended up getting your feelings hurt. You see what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, it says, I feel lost in your partner. It's okay to be yourself. You have your own life too. That's what I'm saying. Your partner doesn't always have to be a guy. Your partner could be your child. You could have lost yourself trying to do so much for your kids that you don't lost who the fuck you is. And it's a different type of pain here. I don't feel that this is just, yeah. So, and I say that your ex, the entity that was on your ex, for some of y'all that has sons, that entity is with your son. Could be with your daughter if she has a lot more masculine energy than feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all, the emperor is a male or a female. They don't have no, it's not no, it's an Aries. So for those of y'all don't know, you may have, your children may have Aries in the chart, or, damn, who is Aries' sister sign? Let me find that out. Because that would be an answer to a lot of questions that I'm finna say. Who? Hold on. I think it's Libra. Yeah. So that's why we got the Libra energy. Okay, so somewhere along the way, there is a major injustice that has taken place. Okay, that would explain the setbacks. Okay, so a lot of y'all children could be Libras. Okay, or a lot of stuff could be going on with your children legally. You see what I'm saying? So no, baby. An emperor can be a male or a female. Aries can be a man or a woman. So either way it go, that person feel like they have authority. That person feel like they in them. They the motherfucker. They is a very stubborn person. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're the last one of your generation. Grand Rising, Leo living. I like that. You see what I'm saying? So you may have a son or a daughter that's an Aries, or have Aries in their chart, or some shit could have popped off on Aries season. And it's like everything was kind of going, yeah, somebody could have went off and had your ex, listen to me real good. Your ex could have went off and had a baby. You may not even be thinking about this person. But you could just this is where, and maybe I need to read this again to y'all. Okay. Let me say it to you. Let me tell you what. Hold on. Okay, so right here. All right, so let me tell you this. The other night we went through the blood moon. Remember? Monday. Okay? Monday. So Monday, the blood moon. Okay, it says the blood moon is in Virgo, which is a spiritual reset for Virgos. Okay? No matter where you at, Virgo, in your chart, there is a spiritual reset in Virgo on the blood moon, which landed off, okay, in a couple of days it went directly into Libra. So listen to me. What that moon did was it invited you to do a cleansing, a realignment, a refinement, a restructure of your life, which means somewhere along the way you was gonna be sitting back like this. Okay, this was time for you to sit back like this. And yes, you were going to go through some type of memory, because a lot of y'all children are not there. A lot of y'all children have passed on. A lot of y'all kids, a lot of y'all going through a refinement, not a readjustment, not a realignment, a refinement. Okay, so which means your life had to be thought about in a different format. Okay, so it says the eclipse was a portal to your destiny. It was revealing what must be released so that you can step into a new frequency of existence. In this time, you must trust the process. Okay, this is time where people were coming in with them get rich quick schemes. Oh, listen, join this investment in this and invest in that and invest in this. This is where your soul was coming together, okay, to get you back on a different frequency. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, your energy was to be restored. You was going through, like I said, a spiritual reset. Okay, now on that reset, it was a refinement. In that refinement, you are to start seeing things. Remember, at the same time, we are still going through this retrograde. All right? So, this is the time where whatever was going to surface about whoever, it was going to surface. Okay? This is not the time where you had to sit, even though people were going to probably come in with the, I'm sorry, we can work it out. You will have to still deal with these memories. Some of y'all was thinking back on what happened with you and whoever, whether it was a lover, a friend, a family member, your kids, or whatever, whoever, a job. Okay, this is where you are not dealing with none of that. The Osiri is okay. Some of y'all, the door was not going to be open again. It was just going to be just this, a memory. You understand what I'm saying? This is where you wanted to stop. Oh, wait a minute. That don't want to turn. Where you was going to stop settling. That's what this was. Mercury, with us being Mercury, which is also connected to Gemini. This is where you had a line of communication, not just with others, but with yourself. Okay? Yeah. So in this essence, it was telling you to surrender to divine timing. This is where you was trying to make so many decisions on so much that you didn't need to do that. You was making so many decisions about what was going on in your family with whoever. Your baby daddy, your baby mama, your kids, your friends, your job, your family. You see what I'm saying? So you were settling with whatever they brought to you, however they was treating you. And for some of y'all don't want to be treated that way no more. You've been indecisive on how to talk to your kids, if you should talk to your kids, what you should do with your brother and sister. I don't have that problem. I don't have siblings. But this is what you were trying to figure out. Okay? So now it is telling you what is meant for you to find, you will find it. If it does not mean for you to find it, it won't. But it damn sure will find you. Now you're told to embrace the wisdom of Virgo, what is being offered to you from the universe. Okay? Which is a healing of sacred ritual and a daily life of redirecting your soul's evolution. Okay? Now, during that process, for those of y'all that do not know what that means that it's time for you to wake up and decide. If you don't know which way to go or what you're doing, because for a minute, y'all been on the wrong path. A lot of y'all been feeling like you've been on the right path. You've been on the wrong path. There's a lot of different things coming in, going out. Certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why it said, this is why I just told you, the entities has jumped. You can call me Maria. You can call me. You can call me at 470-624-3856. Okay? I got you. Now in essence, a lot of y'all has already, this is how already happened to you. Already. You can email me, Maria, and I got you. So you lost yourself in your children. You have lost yourself in your partner. You have lost yourself in the world. You have lost yourself in these people over a period of time. You know, now you got to sit back and look at the fact that that's what this has done. That's what this has done. You not knowing which way to take whatever. Some of y'all could be like me. Some of y'all can be the only child. You understand what I'm saying? Where you don't have no siblings. I don't got no none of that family stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just me and my kids. So a lot of y'all could be going through that, and a lot of y'all could have been put so much into your children that it has really caused you a setback. Because a lot of y'all, and we as parents, whether you're a mother or a father, you may not even understand that you have been hindering one of your kids or both of your kids, because everybody don't have like 5 or 6, 7 children. Some people just have 1 or 2. Okay. That's interesting. So you need to take the time. It says taking 1 step forward only to take 2 steps back. See, a lot of y'all done took all these steps and you went and got a house. Please, let me say that before I even continue. Please remember the retrograde will slow you the fuck down. It'll let you do all the good things, and at the end of this retrograde, it will all be taken away, or it will fall apart. Please do not sign nothing if you do not have to. If you can't, if you can wait before you buy you a car, please wait. If you do buy a car, please understand the fine. Please read the fine print. Okay? Whatever you do during this retrograde does end March the 20th. We will go through pre-retrograde up until April the 11th. Okay? Do not sign nothing. Do not get into no relationship, because whoever that is, they're going to drag your ass. They only in it for the money, and they're going to break up with you as soon as the retrograde is over with. That is every retrograde. If you ever go back and look at any of the reviews on a retrograde, it will tell you. Somebody in between there, a lot of people may pass. Okay? And my condolences to whoever's family member or whomever, friend, whatever may pass. In essence, you're going to know you are being warned through this retrograde. You're going to see the police a lot. You're going to see people getting pulled over a lot. You're going to see a lot of accidents. You're going to see a lot of near-death experiences, because motherfuckers straight putting the death wishes on you. Okay? Pay attention. Your money going to be funny. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So do not go and talking about, oh yeah, I'm finna go. And if you have a car, your ass finna have car issues. Don't pay that no attention. It's going to work out. Everything is going to work out. It's a lot of people going through a massive ego death right now. A massive one. Okay? Listen. Girl, child, let me tell you. That's how I know the devil was busy, baby. I sent out 4 boxes of stuff. I done got 3 of them back. Somebody didn't want y'all to get it. Somebody didn't want y'all to get that stuff. But it's okay. Slowly, what I did was I said, okay, I started sending it out. Just started back sending it out real slowly. And I know I done sent half of y'all, I done sent a lot of stuff to. And this ain't happened but one other time. And this is when I did it through the last retrograde. But it didn't do it like this. Hey, Bobby, it didn't happen like this. So I know y'all got a lot of people that don't want y'all to get them packages, but it's okay. Oh, and let me say this before I forget. It's a lot of y'all that's emailing me and texting saying that you're not able to get on, or you're not getting when I post or things of that nature. You're going to have to, during the retrograde, it always throw the algorithm off. Go back on your thing, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then match all. Okay? Because it's causing the algorithm to jump. Okay? So if you have not watched me in, we'll say probably about a month, and you're in the retrograde immediately does that. It immediately does that. It causes things to be going on with your internet. YouTube is probably bouncing all over right now. So, yeah. And a lot of y'all, you're having dreams about your exes, about relationships, or people, places, and things. You know what I'm saying? People are in your dreams, tittle-tattling and playing. What that means is that, oh, okay. That explains some stuff. Okay. So, God is telling you, don't be afraid. Go talk. You need to talk to your children. If you're not talking to them, you need to talk. Your higher self is coming to speak with you. That's what that means too. So now that I've given you that, okay, Spirit has been talking to you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Spirit. I'm talking. So you need to open up and understand. What I'm finna do is put some clarity on this reading, because this is a lot of energy. Everything, all the energy is a lot. Yeah. So listen, there's body issues that's going to be taking place. Your back should be hurting. Your knees probably hurting. You're walking and you're crackling. You know what I'm saying? Your knees could be, and all of that could be happening. Your bones. You see what I'm saying? This is telling you some things may be taking place that you need to pay attention to with your health. This is where a lot of y'all might be starting to eat better, starting to do better, get in a little bit more exercise. All those things are good. Just take your time with doing them. Okay? Because I'm telling you, a lot of y'all are finna go through a major setback. Okay? With your finances. Okay? And you're going to be in denial with it. And you're going to go through this setback because somebody done gave you something that you thought was okay to have. And you probably done had it over a couple years. And you've been not paying attention to it. But the fact that you're changing frequencies, that piece of jewelry is holding you back. So let me say it like this. A lot of y'all be having, where is that? A lot of y'all got pictures of your kids when they were babies. You, the baby daddy, when y'all was kids. When some of your baby were born. A lot of y'all have this. What I need you to do, if you have this in a picture frame, okay, go take the bottom of that picture frame off. If you have a picture frame with your mama, your daddy, and you, or your mama, your daddy, and your sister, and you, or a sibling picture, if you have a regular picture and you're in a picture frame with you in it with anybody, please go take the bottom of that picture frame off. Because you have sealed yourself in that picture. You may not think so, but I'm telling you, you have. Some of y'all are finna see your ex with somebody else, and it may offend you because some of y'all really felt like y'all was gonna kind of like get back together. That's not for everybody, so don't jump in there talking about, yeah, we gonna, yeah, no, you and this person are not going to get back together. And matter of fact, that's not gonna be the ex. Some of y'all, they gonna walk by and see you having a meeting with somebody and think it's somebody that they're with. Hey, Amy. Okay. This is going to be a very misunderstood moment. That is what's going to take place also in this retrograde. A lot of lack of communication, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of things that's going to take place. And it does not have to take place if you would sit and open up and communicate. But the misunderstanding is going to get worse because remember, when you have fixed signs, they don't process like the others. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, they don't process like the others. Because they're a fixed sign, unfortunate to say, they just go by how they think. They just go by what they think is right. They're very selfish as people. Period. Okay. I'm an Aquarius moon. Maybe you don't know your and I because I have a mutable sign as my sun sign, I was saved. I see things in several different lights. Okay. So some of y'all dealing with y'all kids that are Aquariuses and Scorpios and Leos and Tauruses. Some of y'all kids are very, very stubborn. They don't want to heal. Some of y'all kids are very rebellious. Some of y'all kids are baby going through a lot of ego death and a lot of transformation. And a lot of them in their ego, that's why y'all are not talking. So that's why it is saying family. Like I said, your spouse, man or woman, Uh-huh. So you have a spouse. I got to get this correctly. You had a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I don't see this being a husband, but it could be. You could have married this person, husband or wife. This could even be a friend. That entity is on one of your children. Because the entity, see, if you cut the person off, the entity can't fuck with you no more. So it has to go to someone that's close to you. And for a lot of y'all, it's y'all children. You see what I'm saying? That's why the reconciliation is not happening for some of y'all, because you're not getting along with your children. Why? Because you're not seeing eye to eye with that person. You see what I'm saying? So that's why this is in the reverse. And they want to reconciliate. Because a lot of y'all kids want to sit down and talk to you, but they just don't know what the fuck to say. The person wants to come in and talk to you, but they don't want to say. So you have your kids, which is in your energy, is in denial. Some of y'all are in denial. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that can't be happening to me. That's this, that, and the third. So you have a masculine that's over here. He called himself trying to get into a new relationship with somebody. And that relationship, I'm sorry, this person is only there because he got this person pregnant. But from a lot of y'all, that baby don't even belong to this person. So a lot of y'all children have been in relationship or in a relationship and the baby not even theirs. Or the relationship is not what you think it is. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all life purpose is going to require, and I know you don't want to hear that shit. A lot of y'all life purpose on this spiritual journey. I'm turning the cards over so you can see them. A lot of y'all on the spiritual journey, that's your life purpose. It's in the reverse. Somebody don't want this to happen. You've been targeted for car accidents. That's why you keep seeing them. You've been targeted. I know you don't seen the fire truck roll by past you 4-5 times. Fire truck, ambulance, police, and they be in a row. The ambulance got 2 and 3 ambulance. Because someone is burning their ass. There's 2 or 3 people that done burn their ass with you. The bridge is burned up for some people. Some people, you're not even trying to hear that shit no more. But see, Spirit is talking to you. And I'm going to say it like this. Forgive. Do not sit there and allow what somebody else did. Because remember when I'm finna tell you, God don't like ugly. He ain't too fun to pretty either. You will reap what you sow. So, if you're a reader, that's what it says. If you are a reader, and this is your life purpose, you are to keep moving, keep going. Because if somebody took something from you, that's why you see in the fire trucks. Somebody, that fire, that whoever the fuck it is, that fire they got going on, it's finna be put out. It's finna be put out. See, whoever did it, they caused you a setback. And that setback interfered with your life purpose. You know what I'm saying? That setback, it interfered right here. It slowed it down. It set back your life purpose. My bad. It set it back. So you were supposed to have been going on up a ladder and somebody decided to slow it down. Yeah. And they slowed it down because of the money. Somebody saw you, or at least they assumed that you was making ass amounts of money because what? You're on TV. It's kind of sort of like the celebrities. And all you trying to do is be a better version of yourself, right? So Spirit has keep on telling you, if you got this jewelry, take that shit around your neck. Take that shit off your arm. Take that shit off your hand. Take it off. Some of y'all sleep with it by your bed. Move it over. If that person gave you a ring or a bracelet, an ankle bracelet, if they gave you anything. You see what I'm saying? Mm. Mm-hmm. So y'all need to understand that it's not nothing bad intention. It's not. I don't even think that people understand that some of these people don't know what they're doing. Okay. But it's a form of disrespect to a whole nother level. My client, how was she? I think that lady was, I want to say she was roughly 67, 68, 70 years old. But she was real disrespectful to me. And I had to, when I say I had to bite my tongue, I just had to say, ma'am, I can't let you do that to me no more. I'm going to let you have that and I'm going to leave. You understand what I'm saying? You can't match the disrespect. Don't do that. Because it says right here, for those of y'all that's going into your spirituality or learning to walk in your spirituality, a lot of y'all think y'all going the right way. You have been going the wrong way. So now you are being rerouted. A lot of y'all trying to figure out, why am I going this way? Or why am I, I have been asking spirit for a long time, why am I in this apartment? I had this apartment 28 years ago when my daughter first turned 1. They weren't like they are now. Now they're just regular 2 bedrooms. When I stayed here then, they were 4 bedrooms. And I've been asking God, why did you bring me back here? And I realized why. See, I had all of the big stuff then. I had all this stuff. I had everything I wanted. God gave me everything I wanted. He brought me back here because he had to teach me he had to humble me. I had to humble so that I could regroup, realign, refine. And I couldn't do it where I was trying to go because I wouldn't have learned the lesson there. So that's why it's called a setback. Because something you did with one of your kids or with one of your boyfriends, girlfriends, you oh you got to open up and see these things, Virgo. You got to open up. Spirit is trying to show you. And it says, use money magic spells to attract money. I told y'all that's why I be putting my money oil on my hand when I do y'all readings. It brings me and prosperity to you. Okay. It says rose like spirituality, spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or healing within an occult, which means some type of sometimes people have like a certain type of church when it's not church. Like example, where we live in Georgia, downtown where I live, there is a church club. You can go to the club at church. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of places don't have that. But that is kind of like an occult. You go there and you meet your spiritual friends and you all have a spiritual moment. It doesn't mean you go in preaching and listening to a preacher. No, you go and it's like a spiritual retreat. You see what I'm saying? You go and you communicate with your spiritual friends. You learn something that they know that you don't know. Or you learn, you know what I'm saying? Or you teach or show someone something you know that they don't know. Y'all find the people that are on your frequency, not people that are still in the back steady trying to, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and them people don't never be doing that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now you are being led to discover your own unique journey, and that's what I was saying. Here, somewhere along the way, you lost yourself, and now that the storm is coming in, everybody kind of like that shit is everywhere. Your feelings, your emotions, and please understand, y'all, your feelings and your emotions are 2 different things. Your feelings belong to your heart, and your emotions belongs to your brain. Because of the way you respond, react, and how you think, that is the reason why your feelings connects to your heart, because you feel loving and nurturing, and then it hurts you more when someone does something that, you know what I'm saying. But when you get ready to go through your emotion, which is your ego, then therefore this is why you can disattach. Once your emotions is in your mind and you logically think, well, shit, if you ain't fucking with me like that, why should I be fucking with you? You feel me? But see, that's how some people operate. They tit for tat. I'm telling y'all, please do not tit for tat. It is not worth it. If you dilly dallying with your kids and your kids feel like they okay, and well, they did what they did was right, or they did what they did and they know they was wrong, don't go in talking about, well, I'm gonna chastise you, I'm gonna make you no. You got to remember two things, y'all. Sometimes you got to back up and let your kids do them. Sometimes you gotta not be that overbearing parent. Sometimes you got to step back and allow your kids to make those mistakes, because it's not in your power now. It's not in your You're not that parent that you want to be anymore. There's a lesson that God is going to show your kids. And you have to that's why I said, have the courage to step back and allow me to walk forward for you. Yeah, you have been leading a pack. And a lot of y'all that have deceased children or deceased spouses, those entities had to have somewhere to go. And they attacked your kids, and you don't even know that they attacked your kids to now. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're trying to figure out why your kid acting shitty, why your kid being stabbing you in the back, why is the betrayal, why is the deceit, why is the lying. What I tell y'all to do, look at the signs. Just period, point blank. Look at the signs. So this can be your family. This can be your friends. A lot of y'all may not even have kids, and your siblings are acting funny and shady and shitty towards you. You see what I'm saying? But this spiritual walk is going to show you that along the way, you lost yourself in your children. That's what this is going to show you. You lost yourself in your kids. And you're supposed to be on some type of purpose where you're moving forward. And ain't nothing wrong with the fact that that's what you did. You know, for a lot of y'all, like I said, that's all you knew was one kid. You just got one child. And then, you know, it's harder when you got to let them go as an adult opposed to letting them go when they're kids. You know where they are. You know how they're doing. But when they got to make their own decisions, and you've been making decisions for them for the longest, it's kind of hard for you to just drop that bullet or drop that bag and to be like, oh, well, yeah, I'm going to let such. Yeah, and some of y'all have had life-threatening situations with your kids that makes you hold on to them a little bit tighter, especially if you have been a single parent. So it's a lot of y'all that's going through denial right now. And it's and again, you feel uncomfortable when your boyfriend and your child go out there and they're dating and they get kids, and you like, well, damn, when that happen? You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all finding out you got grandkids, and you like, no, I'm not trying to be no grandmama or da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? But in the same essence, your ex is doing the same exact thing. So all you got to do, this is why it tells you to refine yourself. FINE, not FIND. I'm sorry, not FIND. No, you're not finding you. You're refining yourself. FINE, FINING. You're refining. And what that means is that you need to sit back and look at your life. That's what you need to do. Not looking at your life as you walking through with your kids. You need to look at your life. All these people you letting go. All these people you talk to. All these people you don't talk to. Look at why you dropped them all. This not a time for a person to come in and tell you, I'm sorry. No, baby, you stepping into Libra energy now. And your Libra energy is telling you, oh, thank you for my swire. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate you. Hey, the Jew. So you need to start looking at where your life stands at now. A lot of y'all got grown kids. And you need to step back and allow them to be grown. Stop enabling your children. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't even know you be enabling because you're so used to taking care of them. You're so used to making sure they this, and you're so used to making sure when they got that when they do shit, you feel like they wrong. See, God is giving you a lesson too. And that lesson is certain things that they gonna want to do that they feel entitled to do, you can't give it to them no more. Because you don't let them go out there and the world done showed them that they might feel like they're entitled to get things because you're their parent. No, this is where you got to back up, pull the dumpster truck back because you done gave their ass so much, a dumpster load of stuff. You got to pull the truck on back because they're not a kid anymore. They need to get out there and know how to take care of home. They got to go out and be men and women. You know what I'm saying? You got to let them do that. And a lot of y'all ain't letting them do that because they staying at home. They got to run back home, just like your boyfriend or your baby daddy. Or we just going to keep going through this. When y'all go through shit with your kids, your sons, you all do the same thing with your son that you do with your baby daddy. Or your baby mama with your daughters. So you need to pay attention because, you know, your kids are junky. Some of them nasty. Some of them don't want to clean up. Some of them don't do shit that you want them to do. And you be holding your tongue and you don't want to say shit. You need to open your mouth and be like, no, you need to clean up where you at. Or you need to do this or you need to do that. And a lot of y'all are not doing that. Because that's your baby. Okay, your baby gonna have to grow the fuck up. And grow out. And it's hard for some of y'all because you've been dealing with your baby for so long. You don't want to tell your baby to go out there and get a job. You better tell your baby that McDonald's is going to hire them because I was talking to 5 of y'all yesterday. And a lot of y'all kids are in trouble with the law. So, and it's disturbing to me. It really is. I'm sorry to say it that way. But it's disturbing to me because I did talk to one lady that told me her son got in trouble in Texas. And they stayed in New Jersey. And she got him out and he came home and he was home for about 2 months. The other day would have been, he would have been out for 3 months the other day. I think it was Tuesday. She immediately called me. She said that they was outside bringing groceries in the house and she called him and told him to come on. And he took himself out because he said he couldn't go back to jail. He thought he was going to jail. He didn't even give it a chance. That's just how afraid he was. So Spirit is telling you all, be there with your kids. To a certain extent, you have to let them make that decision of whatever going on with their life. But if they need it, you know, some boys ain't going to let you be there with them on that level. They going to tell you over, yeah, I got it. I can handle that. You understand what I'm saying? So, right. I mean, it's a lot of places that you don't have to be from and you do shit. As long as you got the faith and know God got you regardless, you ain't going to feel like that. Once you pray and ask God, you know, you say it. You say, God, I know I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. Or I take the responsibility. And that particular child can ask God, Lord, please. And even if it's you, you know if you fucked up. Hey, Amanda, you know if you messed up. You understand what I'm saying? You know if you messed up with the law. You need to pray for you. Y'all sitting here praying for y'all kids. You gonna get their fucking karma. That's what the Bible tells you. If you are praying, you have to pray a certain prayer so that you don't get nobody's karma, not even just your children, because some of y'all be praying for your boyfriends and your husbands and your wives and your sisters and your nieces and all that other shit. When you pray for somebody else and they're in some type of anything, not even just trouble, you need to make that specifically. Lord, please, I am not taking on this person's karma. I am asking for a little bit of favor, mercy, and grace. Do not throw that leniency out your mouth because you're going to get a piece of their karma. Lord, God, Father God, please understand. I know my baby or my blah blah, whoever this person is. I know that such and such has done blah blah blah. Please allow them to have your grace, your mercy, and your favor. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you need to put that. Don't go in there talking about, I know such and such didn't do it this way, and you don't know what the fuck happened. Y'all don't be knowing what has happened. You just going by what they telling you. And then when we do this right here, the storm comes. Because someone told you something. Oh yeah, that's how I know this. You don't know nothing. You could have been there and not know nothing. You understand what I'm saying? That's how come I tell y'all these are indirect messages and direct messages. Sometimes y'all be caught up in the midst of some shit and you don't even know why you caught up in it because you were not there, but you caught in the middle of it because you were there. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning you might not have been there on physical, but that could have been your house. That could have been your car. You understand what I'm saying? So don't just take on some shit that you do not know what has happened. Again, you, me, and another person could have looked at a car accident take place. Could have been deadly or detrimental. But you're going to get a different statement than the other two people. Your story will not be someone else's alibi. And your alibi will damn sure not be someone else's story. So just pay attention as you are looking at things, as you see stuff. Everything has a different perception. Do not go at how you feel about it. This is why I'm telling y'all, the moon, I don't know what it's going to be in today. I got to look. But the last couple of days, it's been in Libra. We are here to balance out all these settlements you have been doing. All this settling for whoever the fuck you settled, whatever you settled with. That's why these people coming back. Y'all sitting here not understanding that your children are showing you what the fuck finna go on with you when these people try to roll back in your life. They're here to use, what the devil say, steal, kill, and destroy. Some of y'all are devastated because your kids it's hurting you really bad. That y'all kids are just throwing y'all motherfucking love in the dirt. And I told you this in January. Your kids don't love you like you love them because they're not a parent. That's not nothing bad. That means that they're not a fucking parent. They don't know how to love you like you love them. They don't know how to love you to death do you part. They don't know that. They know how to love that other person that way because that's the type of love that person has. They ain't gave birth to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Not in the essence that you have given birth. They don't feel like you feel. Even if they are your children, they will never, ever be or feel the way you do. A lot of y'all pray for y'all kids go out there. Let me tell you something. I lost a kid. I lost two. And I had to realize I was adding my numbers up with my last two kids and the two kids I lost. I realized that my last two kids are really the reincarnated version of the two kids I lost. I just was not supposed to have kids with those two particular people. They were supposed to come by one person. See, you got to know what you got going on in your life. Flip the roles and check out the kid. If you lost the baby by a dude and came right behind and had a same type of kid, look at that. If one of your kids look like one of your kids that may have passed away, you know what I'm saying, or look like that dude that you ain't with no more, check it out. Because sometimes you put the love that you have in one child and a lot of y'all don't. This is for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all have lost a child. Hey, Charlie. A lot of y'all lost a baby and you love the hell out of the next baby for it. Now you got that kid with double love. Take the love back that you lost from this kid. I got 5, honey. Take that love back. Stop putting all that love that you had for Melvin into Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Stop putting all that love that you had for Danny into Denise. Stop doing that. Stop loving that kid like you have loved this other kid, and then you will see that child. You will get a chance to love that child in their essence. You may not know that you're even doing that. And I'm gonna tell you that this is what the kids say when that is happening to your family. This is what the kids say to you. Oh, you love this kid more than you love us, or this is your favorite. Think about it, okay? When I tell you refining, not reminiscing, not relooking, no. Refining is going to show you that sometimes you have not been looking on the outside, looking in. You've been on the inside, looking out. Some of y'all have just decided, and I never knew how a parent could do that. But then when I turn the situation around and I look at it from a different point of view, I can see how a parent can get up and get the fuck away from their children. Now I see why there are certain parents who do that. Sometimes parents ain't okay. Sometimes the situation has been so overbearing, so over emotional, because people don't know how to handle what they have within. So if you can't handle what's within, how the hell do you expect your kids to handle what's on the without? They can't handle what's within either. Remember, I'm gonna say that shit to you all every day. The apple don't fall far from the tree. So when you're trying to figure out what's wrong with your kid, what's wrong with you? What have you not healed that you think you thought that you healed? What's wrong with you? Because remember, you were that age at one time too. You ain't gonna remember exactly how you was fucking up at that age. You're not gonna remember exactly what you were doing at that age. Not saying that there is a making a reason for nobody, but in the essence of it, you got to really sit back and look at it. When the children acting shitty and fucked up and betraying you, it's time for you to just step back and allow them to be a grown person. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for you to allow them to make their mistakes. Stop holding their fucking hand. Hold their hands with them, not for them. Hey, Janet, long time no see. That's what I'm saying. That's what you got to do. Don't hold your hand. Don't hold their hand for them. Hold their hand with them. You see what I'm saying? And make the steps be steps. Don't. Because when you do that, then you're going to always feel like, I am so happy, baby. Yeah, you just got to open up and see where you went wrong with yourself, not where they going wrong, because they got to see that. You can tell your kids all day long, oh, well, baby, I need you to do this and do it this way and do it that way. And then it's going to come out, oh, well, mama, oh, daddy, you're trying to live through me. And it's not that you're trying to live through your kids. You're trying to tell them so much that you don't want them to go the road that you went. But you got to look at this. The road that you went was an easier road. This ain't no motherfucking easy road. So when they go out there and they scratch their knee or they got them fucked with their elbow and they fall off their tricycle, they're going to have to suck that shit up and keep it moving. Because remember, they don't want to come to you. They don't want to have that talk. They don't want to listen to you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So remember, you were that same person. And some of y'all stubborn as fuck right now and still don't want to listen. But you are learning to listen. You are learning to be humbled. This is why the storm is coming. I'm not going to call it a tower moment because that bitch is on its way. That tower moment is so far on its way because a lot of y'all, like I said, some of y'all kids are behind bars and they mad as fuck because you're not sending them no commissary. You're not talking to them on the phone when they're not looking at the fact that they ain't put no money there. They don't have no motherfucking money. You may not have no money. No one wants to see the actual reality of it until they don't got shit. When a motherfucker up here, they feeling good, almighty. But you got to remember, never bite the hand that feeds you. You don't never bite the hand that feeds you because you're going to always, in that table. Remember God used to make that table long. Now that table going to shrink. That table going to shrink because now you ain't got to feed them from the table. They're going to be done bit off more than they can chew. And they're going to run to you and they're going to say, I need your help. But that's a maybe. See, when they get to that point, God gonna give them a choice. They're not gonna even acknowledge the choices God is gonna be giving them. God gonna give them a choice. I'm telling you. Go over there to your mama or go over there to your daddy. They're not gonna want to do that because they're gonna think, like I'm telling you, oh, I got this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. And you could be running around with a chicken with your motherfucking head cut out trying to make sure that they got everything they need. Remember, they're full-blooded as adult. You try to make sure everything they need. They're not giving a fuck because they are not grateful. They are not thankful. They are very disrespectful and they don't give a fuck because that's your situation. Remember that. This is your situation when in reality it's theirs. But they're going to fault you for it. It's your fault. And they're going to blame you for it. And you're going to sit there and feel guilty and emotional. Don't you do no stupid shit like that. You don't have a right because that means you're settling for whatever. Remember, I just told you that spouse or that boyfriend, that girlfriend, that whoever the fuck came in with all of this and you settled at one point. You didn't look at which way you could have went. You had all these determination, these feelings. You see what I'm saying? God is showing you a way that you don't have to settle. You don't gotta settle. You can get your shit, get your ass up, and go a different route. That's what you can do. You do not have to do that. This is old. You see what I'm saying? Stop being in denial. Don't be in denial. Because every time you are in denial, you set yourself back. Why? Because you're trying to move this person forward. You're on a journey now. You're on a journey now. Whether you do cards or you do tarot, whatever the fuck it is, you're on a different type of journey. You see what I'm saying? And the whole time that you've been doing what you're doing, you've been losing yourself. You've been losing yourself trying to make sure your kid got clothes, your kid got food, your kid got this, your kid got it. What the fuck would have happened if you died yesterday? Where would your child be right now? Where? You wouldn't know you dead. You wouldn't fucking know. So you need to start looking at what this is right now, baby. You are going through a frequency. And I hear that song, just a frequency. Love don't live here anymore. And it's not that love don't live there. Love don't live there like that. This is where you refine the way you love. Regroup the way you love. Your child needs to go through a fucking death and transformation. Because all that hate towards you. Hey, from Texas. All that hate toward, oh, I ain't doing, I'm saying I ain't listening, mama. All that shit killing you. All bullshit aside, I had to learn that shit the hard way. Because every time, if you ever paid attention to elderly people, and I kept trying to get out of this fucking field for the longest, but God showed me something. 4 days straight. I got 5 new clients yesterday. This past week. 5 different people. And I got a chance to see 5 different words. 5 different phrases. I heard a woman tell me that it kills her every motherfucking day. That her daughter doesn't even talk to her. And her son's forever saying, this is my life. I got stuff to do. That woman's so sad and depressed. And she told me she was so happy to see me. I lightened her day. See, this is why children don't get shit from their parents. You understand what I'm saying? When elderly people get really, really old and they leave all their money to a caregiver, or they leave, and motherfuckers don't even know that parents be stashing money. Do you understand what I'm saying? But they know to come call you when they car note due, or they come call you when they goddamn this, that, and the third due. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah. But listen to me, hear me out. Sometimes it ain't a witch. Sometimes the kids already be fucked up because society has brought them that way. And you know society done did it because you got a whole lawsuit going on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all them motherfuckers talking about if your kid got depressed from watching social media. They know what they doing. The fucking media is causing that shit too. It ain't just motherfuckers they with. Children, people, these motherfuckers don't even understand that they walking around with witchcraft on them. This whole card is telling you that you got a whole male. You don't know how long you done had this. You could have married a motherfucker that could have gave you a ring, a necklace, a bracelet, an ankle bracelet for a long time. Yes, robots. You see what I'm saying? How motherfuckers bullying your kids online. It ain't just parents, but it's parents who do not pay attention. But then when the kids do get grown, you got to remember how you raised a child. If that child was already always emotionally there for you, think about that shit. Emotionally there for you. So that child is always emotional. That child is immediately gonna think they emotionally intelligent. Half of these motherfucking kids ain't emotionally nothing. Why? Because they too busy trying to put on the front for their friends. They putting on the front for wearing the mask for every fucking body. Then when they by themselves, all that shit come bomb rushing them to their head. And they trying to figure out, why does I hear voices in my fucking head? Why am I feeling like I got to get up and go? Why is it rushing me? Why do I have to keep walking? Why am I smoking weed? Why am I getting drunk? Why am I getting high? Why am I going to the next drug? They doing that shit because they got to keep up that persona, right? They got to keep up that facade because they're too busy trying to impress this female and that female. When these bitches don't give no fucks about them, they're and let me tell you something. It's funny because I seen this shit the other day. Like I was telling you about that same lady. One of her kids came in and he was taking he was staying with his mama. And he was taking his stuff out and he was telling her he was so fucking disrespectful. He was. And I'm gonna tell you what happened to his ass when he went out that door. See, this is when you know. I knew she was an angel, baby. I knew she's a guardian angel. I knew she was an angel. Cause that song kept coming on. From the angels above. That's all I could hear. Now, yes, yeah. You don't know how to empower your kids sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know how to always tell them they fucked up. They know when they fucked up. But it's the fact that if you taught your child the ground rules of respect, morals, and sometimes you didn't have to teach it to them. It came with the program. You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you what happened. He came in and he got his shit and he was real nasty toward his mama. Real nasty. I said, you didn't have to talk to her like that. I said, don't get your tongue fucked up because I chop that bitch off. I ain't none of your mama. It won't none be whole here. Me and you in this house by yourself, bro. It'll be my word against yours if they found your body. Don't play with me. And he thought about that shit. He was like, damn, I don't even know you. I said, and that's true. That's why I need to go ahead and put you where I need you to be so you can understand that I ain't got shit to lose. So if you come at me, you better come correct. Because if I ain't got nothing to lose, then you gonna have all to lose. That means I got all the gains. So don't come playing over here. This ain't the road you want to play on. And he was like, I'm sorry, Miss Lady. I said, yeah, be sorry to your mother, though, baby. That's your mother. You don't get but one. And I promise you, on the face of this earth, it ain't another motherfucker alive that's going to treat you that way. I promise. She told me, thank you, baby. I said, you welcome. You don't owe me no thank you. You owe me nothing. So we sitting there, and he packing his shit up, and I said something to him, punch you in your fucking mouth. And he just kept looking at her. When I tell you he gave that lady a goddamn the meanest I wish you was dead ass look. Whoo. I couldn't take that. You understand what I'm saying? So he would get his stuff and he was getting ready to go. And he came back to you. He told her as he was going to the door, you're going to pay for that, old lady. She just don't know how you treated us, right? I said, let me tell you something. If you don't forgive her, God ain't gonna forgive you, and you will reap what you sow. I promise you that. And as he was going out that door, all bullshit aside, y'all, no shit, I promise you. That man went to get in his car. I wish I could show it to you on my phone, but if I show it to you, YouTube probably don't even let this video out. He went out that door and he put his stuff in his car. That man took off, and a whole motherfucking dumpster truck went head on with his ass, like, bah! Did you hear me? A whole dumpster truck. Why when I said God said when she took out the trash went out? Instant goddamn karma. That's why I tell you, don't fuck with it. Don't ever. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. And it hurt her. It hurt her. When I tell you that lady cried, she cried. I couldn't even go to my next job. I just sat there with her all Wednesday. I just was with her. And she said, he didn't have to say those things to me. I said, no, ma'am. He didn't. I said, but whatever hate he had in her heart, whatever hate he had in his heart for his mama, them shoes was put on his foot. Whatever she did to him, that lady didn't know. And see, that's the thing that some of y'all sitting here grieving too, because you sitting here loving them kids because of shit that you didn't know. And I said that right. You know, sometimes people think you know stuff that you don't even fucking know. Sometimes people think you feel things that you don't even know you're not feeling. They don't know that you going through the storm while you raising them. They don't know that you are the storm, that you breaking down. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand that you ain't at peace. And sometimes, y'all, peace means you got to leave. You got to leave your family behind and go and then come back some other time, because that's just the way it's got to be sometimes. You don't never notice that for some of y'all, that children who do leave, right, whatever it is, when I tell you, her daughter came over and she was like, Mama, what happened? What did you do? And I instantly had to jump in her shit. I said, why the fuck did she have to do something? I said, I'm sorry. I don't even know you. You are her kid. But she didn't do nothing. He came in here and he was very disrespectful. He was very mad. And she was, when I tell you that lady was balled up, this lady is 78 years old. When I tell you she was balled up in a motherfucking corner, crying, just crying. She couldn't even slow it down. I had to literally put her in the hospital to calm her down because she started sweating and it was just horrible. And I told the daughter, I said, baby, let me tell you something. Your brother said some old foul shit when he walked out this door. I said, and when he looked at your mom, I said, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him. If you can't say nothing nice to her, don't say nothing at all. This my mama, I said, and I will take your tongue and pull that bitch so far out your mouth, your esophagus will have a catch a hold to your lungs so that you can breathe. So I advise you, let's not have the conversation with me, because I ain't got nothing for you. I said, sometimes you got to acknowledge that sometimes you don't have shit to lose. So you come with it, you better come with it. I ain't got to talk to you. You ain't got to do shit when you right. But what you're not going to do is disrespect her to the fullest. She's already fucked up. She just lost her son. And instead of you sitting here going, it ain't but me and you, mama, I'm here with you, mama, you coming out your mouth with the bullshit. So when you come with the bullshit, come with the shit. I'm with the shit. I'm with the shit. Her whole... When I tell you her whole, she said, nobody's ever stood up for my mama. I said, and you are her daughter. And the one thing that you were supposed to do is stand up for your mama. I said, but this generation, y'all don't give a fuck about y'all parents. You say you do. I said, and I told your mama the first day I met her, when she was telling me about y'all, I said, you know what? Children don't love their parents the way the parents love the children. You would give your life for your child, and your child won't give their life for you. You will surrender and sacrifice your whole everything, and your child will leave you sitting in the motherfucking cold like that nigga or that bitch. I'm telling y'all, them entities, you all got some kids that would be down for you and love the fuck out of you, your dirty draws. You know what I'm saying? You got some grateful ass kids. I seen one on TV last night, little boy, he was so grateful that his parents bought him a little game thing. And he told his mom, he said, no, we need food. Can you pawn my game? But when I tell you, I was like sad. Because it was like he didn't mind giving up nothing to make sure his mom had. That's just the way it going. How you doing today, darling? You know, sometimes you just got to sit back and look at what the world has given to you. It ain't got nothing to do with tarot cards. I'm talking about life. What has the world given to you that's upside down? The world has given you a facade from the beginning. It gave you, oh, the world was this. Now, back in our day, now bullshit aside, I love the 90s. The 90s wasn't shit like this. I love the 80s. I was good. The music was real. You didn't hear, and I said, if you never just really pay attention, it's only black music. You don't hear now country singer. You don't hear now Latino singer. You don't hear now nobody else motherfucking music degrading women. We back in the day, all you heard was Keith Sweat all over the motherfucker. That's why so many babies made off that man's song. Keith Sweat, R. Kelly. Now you want to tell me these men were what? But it was okay. I got a whole female in this deck right here that's telling. Let me tell you something. Y'all finna find out through a fucking reader. Could be me, could be another one. But you finna find out that a whole daughter is sleeping with her fucking daddy. You finna find out a whole sister is sleeping with her brother. You finna find out a whole mama is sleeping with her daughter. Listen to me. I ain't even want to go into that because this is why this fucking this card came out. And it's supposed to be okay. Because ain't nobody talking about it. Ain't nobody talking about it. I done seen that shit 4 times. But whoever it is, sorry. Where the card go? Oh. They keeping it in the family. Yeah, they keeping it in the family. See, somebody think that somebody's daughter is their daughter. It ain't their daughter, it's their fucking brother's kid. That's why the kid looks so much like the brother. See, and then the daughter, child, let me tell you something. I can't. We ain't gonna go into that. And see, it's gonna hurt the sister or the brother because somebody, you or a family member, but somebody finna see the wrong shit. Somebody finna see this right here, and they finna take this as something that is completely fucking not. It's not. Somebody's literally, this is 3 different things in one. Somebody's literally having a meeting about the bullshit they done did. And they trying to get the story together to go tell the person. But you might walk past and think it's somebody different. You're going to think either this is your ex and you're going to think that this is the new girlfriend, or this is your ex and you're going to think this is the new boyfriend. And this is some motherfuckers putting together some shit to take your bitch ass out. This some motherfuckers that's getting together to try and come and put something together with you. This is a good, a bad, and a ugly. This is your fucking tower moment that somebody's trying to set it up. Somebody's trying to set it up. But it ain't, for some of y'all, it's not going to be anything you think it is. It's not going to be anything you think it is. Just remember when I'm telling you, it's not. Everything don't look the way it seems. See, this is also this right here. See, Somebody gonna be trying to come back and reconciliate with you. As soon as this person finishes talking to this person, they gonna come give you this fucking necklace. They gonna come give you this necklace. You're gonna wear it for a little period of time, and then you're gonna fuck around and it's gonna be revealed to you that you need to take it off. See, he gonna fix this by getting this necklace from her. This person right here, I don't know, but I'm getting that she a reader. Yeah. See, whoever this is, they went and got this necklace from this person. And they're going to bring that necklace to you because some shit on it so that they can control the situation. And then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, baby, come on. But guess what? Your family done put this together. Your fault. Why? Why they put that shit together? Where is it? Why they put that together? Because you're getting some money. You're going to get some money. So as long as you're going up here, yeah. See? Yeah. They got to get it together. You're not going to know, but they going to know. This is why you sitting here trying to figure which way you should go. Should I leave or should I stay? Oh. Some of y'all stayed because you got these kids. No more, no reason, no less. I don't want her to put child support on me. Nah, I'm going to just stay till the kids get grown. So you done wasted your motherfucking 30, 45 years because you wait for your kids to get grown. Now the kids is grown, your bitch ass still there. Why? Because you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave. You don't want to leave. Because you don't got comfortable. See, the tired woman is going to push your ass out your comfort zone. Some of y'all might as well, if you got grown kids and you want them to go out there and know what it feels like to be an adult, help them. Don't push them out there. Help them. Get out there. They ain't going to be able to. Some of y'all, I got some messages yesterday. You saying, oh, my son, my daughter can't get in there because they done fucked up their background. McDonald's don't do a background check. Confirmation. My Popeyes and Wendy's and McDonald's, all them motherfuckers making $15, $16, $17, $18 an hour. They can go get a job. And they don't want to go get a job, then you need to tell the ass a shelter that's around the fucking corner. Either they help you, don't you going to continue to hinder them. And the more you hinder them, the more it's going to take from you. And the more it's going to take from you. And the more it's... And see, it ain't financial that it's taken, baby. They sucking you dry. You're eventually going to go down. You're going to be tired. Your body going to be weak. You're not going to be able to take it because that's a young person and you're an older person. You're not even paying attention to the fact that your body is going to start aching and hurting. Because you can't take it no more. You ain't be able to take it. That's what was going on with that lady. And I hate to say it to y'all and let y'all know she passed away Thursday. Because her son had been draining her for so fucking long that when he left, she had to go. Because he came back and fucking got her. He needed that energy source. That's why I'm telling y'all, you need to pay attention because your peace, it don't just come from the devil. The devil ain't always just there. I told you, y'all got these entities. And I was so sad when I went to see her that Thursday. I talked to her so fucking good. She told me that, and she left me some stuff, so I have to go. Yeah, she left me some stuff. I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, I'm going to be grateful for it, but I'm going to donate it. Because she had a lot of nice stuff. I got a little bitty apartment. Ain't none of her stuff gonna fit in here. Hell, I have half of my shit ain't fitting in here. But I'm gonna donate it. Because she asked me before even if that happened. She was talking to me. I just didn't know that that's what that meant. I didn't know she was gonna pass. She was at the I had left. I had got to her house real early Thursday. And I did some shorts at her house. Because she was asleep. So I did a couple shorts at her house, and she was happy. She kept asking me, "What does my life say?" I said, "I don't do those type of readings. I uh I just do them online. I don't do personal readings per se with people that I know, because I don't, the wrong thing may come out, and I just don't want to be the person that find it out. You know what I'm saying? And I saw it come by. I just thought she was going through a transformation. And I thought that the ego death was her son. But I knew that her son had just got, that had happened. So I took that the death card. Because, when I'm doing the readings, if the energy is around me, I'm going to pick that up too. But I seen the fucking casket card come out like 4-5 times. I'm like, God damn. And as I was telling her daughter what took place, she was telling me that her husband had just passed. I was like, got to be more careful. And she was like, sometimes you might have been right telling me that. I said, let me tell you something. Go in there and tell your mama you are sorry. Don't pretend. You understand what I'm saying? I said, tell her what she did, because she may not even fucking know. I said, she may not see your side of what you see. And that's the problem. Y'all don't listen. You hear a person talking to you, but you don't listen. And if you ain't listening when someone is explaining to you, then you're not going to get it. You're going to always think that person is out for you. You're going to always think that person is wrong. You're going to always think that person, whatever it is, because you're fixated on what you think, how you think, and where you think it's going. And it could be going nowhere. But she was like, yeah, I was having this same talk with my husband. And I woke up this morning and he was gone. And I was like, well, damn, my bad, But that's why I seen it happen 4 times. Remember, her son, she said that it was the husband. And for me, that 4th one was her going through that transformation. You see what I'm saying? Because it was the son, the mama, and the husband. And for her, it was her transformation. So that's why, when I seen that, I didn't even do another reading to her. I just took that up and I put my cards up. And I went outside and I cleansed them. And then I put them back in my little book bag. And I was like, yeah, that was interesting. And when she told her mom she was sorry. And they talked. They had a good, man, when I tell you I cried, it was a beautiful, beautiful talk. And she told her mom, she said, well, mama, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go get my room together and I'm going to get me some clothes and I'm going to come over here. And she told me, she said, well, Miss Felicia, I'm going to let you have a couple of days off. I want to sit and get to know my mom some and we can get to talking. And I said, you know what? Okay. And girl, I was crying. It was just such a beautiful moment. God, child, I went to my next motherfucking client. That's the little 92-year-old lady I told you about. I go to see her and her daughter called. I had to hurry and cut that off. I had to let her daughter know. Look, listen, don't talk to me like that. Don't do that. Confirmation. I was very aggressive with that goddamn lady. Yes, I was. I had to let her know because she was aggressive on that phone. And I had to learn that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to match your energy. I had to catch myself. But I was like, no, ma'am. You can't tell me what time I got here because you was on the phone with her and she was at the door and she moved slow. So if you didn't know I was at the door, you can't say I wasn't here. She was like, oh, well, yeah. I said, yeah. And it was nice to meet you too over the phone. You know what I'm saying? This is where y'all got to start standing up with a backbone. Stop letting these motherfuckers have mouth that you can't, like you ain't got the mouth. You don't have to match the energy. And I'm learning to do that because, when a motherfucker come at me, I'm ready. That's why the storm says, are you ready? Yes, because people coming to you with the storm. They coming to you with the shit. But you got to be able to say, I can't let you disturb my peace. That part. But yesterday evening, I was getting ready to get off from the 92-year-old lady, and the girl called me, y'all, and she was like, oh my God. She was like, Miss Felicia, can you come over here? I said, yeah, what's wrong? She said, I don't know. My mama's not moving. And when I got over there, when I tell y'all, she had a smile on her face. She was laying there with the smile on her face, and all I could hear was, "You got that special touch, your smile, your smile." That's what I heard the whole time I was standing there, and I could feel it. I could see it. When I tell you, her whole aura was beautiful, and boy, I was crying and I was happy. So I felt her aura. It was so, she was at peace. That's all she wanted. That's what she had been holding on to for so long. She just wanted her daughter to say she was sorry. She wanted some time with her daughter. And that's all she wanted. She got it. It was time for her to go. That's why you gotta watch what you say, man. You gotta, ooh. That was her spiritual reset. And she went home. But she was happy. She wasn't sad. When I tell you, she had that smile stuck on her face. So when she go to the thing, child, and they not gonna take that smile off her face. They're not. Mm-mm. She was very happy. Her name was Miss Esther. She was very happy when she left. Her whole face had a glow like no other glow. When I tell you she was happy, hey Tab, that goddamn lady was so beautiful. Man, it was the beauty. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So a lot of y'all are hurting, and y'all not at peace. Y'all are altercating and having arguments, and some of y'all not even talking to y'all goddamn kids. Don't be like that. Do not be like that. Don't. If they don't come to you, they don't come to you. But what you need to do is tell God, pray for them. Pray for them. And you just say, Lord, whatever's going on within my child. Matter of fact, I'm going to say the prayer. Lord, whatever's going on with these children, with anybody who has kids under the sound of my voice, everybody that got the kids, they're having issues and situations with their kids. Father God, I ask, including myself, I ask, please, show the parents what to do. Give them mercy, grace, and favor on what to do and how to handle these situations. Because they don't know. For they know not what they do. They know not what's going on. They don't understand. We don't understand. We trying. We need your guidance, your mercy, and your grace. And we surrender these children back to you so that you can guide them the way you have for them to be guided. Maybe we have guided a little bit the wrong way. Please remove this hindrance that we may have upon our children and ourselves. In Jesus' name, amen, amen. So it is the and will be done. There you go, y'all. Y'all need that. We need that. Because don't nobody know how you feel but you. Hell, you may not even know how you feeling right now. Your world is upside down. And that is the world that the universe gave you. Remember that. The universe showed you something different. But the world that the universe gave you is what the world showed the universe. So that is why you have a world that you see. But when you look back at you look at the world right now, that's not what the universe gave you. The universe gave you what the world showed you. But now that you're on the outside, you're on the inside looking out, you're able to look from the inside and see what the world gave to the universe to show you. Kind of like how the devil presented the world to Jesus and said, you can take this and I'll do X, Y, and Z. I'm not even going to put his words into existence. That's why I said X, Y, and Z. So now you just pay attention because somebody's trying to offer you a bunch of bullshit where they can still kill and destroy. Somebody's trying to bring you the storm because they're so confused and they don't understand. I rebuked in the name of Jesus any spell work, any projected energy, any destiny swap, any destiny exchange that someone is trying to do toward y'all or us. So, Father God, I ask you please reset, refine, rejuvenate what they need to see. Because we all, Lord, somewhere along the way has been blind to the fact. And that's why when I came online, the light was dark. I had the light on. I just noticed that when I did that, everything went black. Everything. That whole screen was just black. And I was trying my best, but damn, let me find another light. Let me cut the light on. That's what I had to do. I had to go cut another light on. So many of y'all are in the dark about what's going on. And it's right there in your face. And you don't even know it. This is why I'm telling y'all. Sometimes parenthood is more harder than people give you the thought. They told you it was going to be good. Not that it's bad, but it's more of a challenge when some of y'all don't have the baby daddy. Some of y'all don't have the baby mama. Some of y'all don't have nobody. Some of y'all don't have grandparents to help you. Some of y'all ain't got the aunties and uncles. And sometimes you just sitting there losing your damn self because it's driving you insane. Now it makes you sit back and wonder why I did this. Oh, that family was good when I was pregnant. The family was there when I was this. The family was good as long as I had money. As long as I could benefit, I was good. But as soon as I started to set back, as soon as I stopped giving, as soon as I stopped settling, everything had to change. As soon as I started striving for a better version of myself, everything had to change. And for some of y'all, you didn't know the direction to take. A lot of y'all, you didn't know which way to go. A lot of y'all, you settled because it sounded like it was much easier to do than to keep going. Because you didn't have nobody to listen to you. Then that one day you see him cheating or you see her cheating and they don't even know you know. See, that's that bullshit right there. And one day you just decided to wake up different. One day you just decided I don't want to be sad. One day you just said, you know what, I'm finna go. I ain't gonna tell nobody, I'm just finna dip the fuck out. But then you became this person. You became this person that had a purpose. You had a purpose, Virgo. You had a purpose. And you still have it. Just a different way. Different walk. So, don't be in denial. Okay? It's okay. It really is. You've been in denial for a long time. Because you didn't think none of these people was going to be different. You didn't think so. You had hope. You had expectation. Oh, it was going to be different. It's not. You had hope 2 or 3, 4 times that if you just did certain things, it would be different. And it really was worse. So now you're sitting here looking like that or feeling like this because this person wants to come and reconcile. You see how that card just lean? They want to reconciliate. But you like, no, I've been there, done that. So sit down and y'all think about it. Refine it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to put a solution to it. Refine it. This is where Libra has came in with the sign of Virgo, where you balance out your reset. Whether you old, you young, you good, you bad, you happy, you sad. Refine your situation. Do not resettle. Do not reopen. Do not reconciliate. Refine. Love more of you. And a lot of problems that y'all are having, and everybody that you've been with, whether it's your kids, your niggas, your women, your whatever, a lot of these people and you did not know until now. For some of y'all, you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, you're 70. And you're just not finding out that real love starts with you. So don't be mad at the people. Hell, don't even be mad at your kids. Because unfortunately, you were doing so much loving to them, you forgot to teach them to love themselves. That's why they don't know how to love you. This is the statement that I say. The children will never learn until they have children how to really sacrifice the love. And love is sacrifice. And that's what you did for your children. They ain't doing that for you. They're not going to sacrifice they nothing for you. They're not going to sacrifice their happiness. They're not going to sacrifice their food. They're not going to sacrifice their clothes. They're not going to sacrifice none of the materialistic shit you gave them. And they're not going to sacrifice themselves to stop dating this person so that you can be happy. That belongs to you. So I love y'all. Okay. Y'all know we have these early Saturday morning talks that always go over this hour. And I appreciate you listening. I hope that it resonated with you and gave you some type of clarity. I try. Okay. So my word to you is sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. And you learn how to not let your eyes get bigger than your stomach. So now your children are learning from you that you're learning to prioritize you. And that is why the tower moment is hitting. It's hitting softly, but it's going to keep hitting. It's going to be a bunch of towers the whole time we got this retrograde. So you need to be so much aware, because this is where you got to pull back all that energy you've been throwing into these motherfucking people, children included, because now you need your energy. Because now you finna be the storm that you have been going through. But see, now you know how to operate the storm. When it's lightning, when it's thundering. You're going to know when your storm is there, baby, because it's going to storm. It's going to be lightning. It's going to be raining. It's going to be thundering. And then it's just going to slow down. And then it's going to come again. Because this is you being refined. Be ready for yourself. It ain't even the world that needs to be ready. It's you. The world got to get ready for the new you. Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't going to be able to deal with the new you. That mouth going to be so silent. Because you're not finna care about what that motherfucker say. You're going to not finna care about what they say, they think, they feel. Silence. See, I saw Spirit say, a thunder says 1,000 words. A lightning gives you 1,000,000 reactions. That's what you finna be, baby. You thunder and lightning. Don't worry about it, because you finna put a shock on a motherfucker that might kill him. Might take him out of here. And death don't always have to be in a casket. Remember that. But I see you all on the next read. I hope you be there. I love you so much. And again, I hope this reading resonated with you. And I see you on the next one. Later.